First and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Murray off play action. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. And they like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Throwing now is Lance. They're going back to the same well as Hockenson again. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
On play action, Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Lance being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Mounties are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Let's go now. Check, pitch. On the ball.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Mounties have taken the lead.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jalen Waddle
halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
39 yards there, a big one. You got to give him the football again here. He gets the big run down to the 2. Pay it off.
I like it. I like the call, but here's always the question. How many times do we see the big runs and a guy pats his helmet and says, take me out? Why would you go out when you've got a chance to get it again and score?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the running game gets them all the way down, knocking on the door. They try to pass, fumble.
I think a lot of times you expect pressure in that situation from the defense, so you outguess them or try to outguess them and throw the ball. In this case, it wasn't the right call. The running game, maybe they should have stuck with it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A touchdown, the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Lance's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up.
And he lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Mounties are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Play fake. Murray.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Murray now. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, and we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Come on, set. Black block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Lance. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And incomplete on the deep ball. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And Lance now to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Lance back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now Lance. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.